Hello, you're watching GameSpot Daily, where we cover 6 news stories in 30 minutes or less. I'm Callie, and I'm joined by Michael Heim.
Hi.
How's it going?
I feel great today. Every day is great.
Everybody's great at your June S.
Yeah. Hey, it's Weeaboo Wednesdays, so I'm rocking.
It is Weeaboo Wednesday, and I did watch the Persona 5 anime last night.
You
It was
did?
perfect. I did.
Oh snap! Dang.
Yeah,
What did you think? Real quick.
Well, you know what? I think my thoughts are actually going to take longer, so we could save that for the end. At the end of these Wednesday shows, we're going to do a little anime news, anime update.
Yeah. So y'all got to stick around for that.
But another one of my passions is Nicki Minaj, and we have some Nicki Minaj
Oh,
news.
yeah. How fitting. What's the first story of the day then?
The first story of the day is Nicki Minaj's new song is called Chun-Li. This is a story that I threw on the pile yesterday because I was like, it's Chun-Li! And then we didn't write it up. But this comes from Pitchfork. So Nicki is releasing 2 new songs. We'll keep this brief, by the way. She's releasing 2 new songs tomorrow. That's Thursday. And one of them is called Chun-Li. Chun-Li first appeared, of course, in Street Fighter 2 in 1991. I do want to show you her cool promotional image, which, oh my God, this image may contain sensitive material.
Yeah, it might be sensitive material. So for all y'all out there, I guess, yeah.
There she is.
This is you are a big fan of Nicki Minaj.
I love Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
She's my hero.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite Nicki Minaj song?
I like Feeling Myself.
Okay.
I hate that sentence. Never saying that again.
All right.
I've
been more I think real quick, I think there's always been like a weave of video game and nerd culture in hip hop.
Yeah.
Ever
totally.
Since. Yeah. And then now it's like it's reaching higher and higher heights.
Yeah.
Drake actually was playing Fortnite last night.
Drake was playing Fortnite last night. You got like a lot of rap mentions.
Hey, Travis Scott playing Fortnite too, man.
A lot of rap mentions Dragon Ball specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like seriously, you can if you search like Dragon Ball in rap, there's like videos on it analyzing it. So yeah, that's your total like out of left field story to warm up.
Good morning.
So anyway, on to the real news. Story number 2 is it's about Radical Heights, which you may have seen. It launched yesterday. Radical Heights has no female avatars at launch. Is the latest thing. This is it. So don't go in those comments and tell me I'm mad, because I'm not mad. I actually wrote this story, and one of the things I said about it was that this game is in extreme early access.
The most extreme of early access is possible.
Yeah, and therefore a lot of things are going to be unfinished. But this is just something to be aware of. Radical Heights has it says female characters coming soon, so you can
like literally in the tab.
It says
choose your character. You can choose male, and then the female one is like grayed out saying coming soon. And I was like, okay.
And that's fine. So if you don't know, we kind of hinted at this, but Radical Heights is the new battle royale game from Lawbreakers dev Bosky. That's the Cliffy B joint.
Yes.
And it did go into early access yesterday, so a lot of people have been streaming it and playing it. Well, streaming it. Not a lot of people have been playing it.
Yeah. Well, you have to play it to stream it.
Exactly. But the devs did comment on some concerns on Twitter, and they also included that once female characters are included in the game, you'll be able to wear all cosmetics regardless of gender, which is pretty cool.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Radical Heights. We're actually streaming Radical Heights after this show.
We are.
So if we want to drop that hot promo right now, your boy Eric Tay will be streaming this with someone else. We're not sure yet. Afterward, so you can see how this game is in action. I know homeboy Alessandro was playing it yesterday. I got a little taste of it as well late yesterday. And to say this is in early access is an understatement. I think.
Yeah.
It was like a pre-alpha or something. But I mean, the game works.
It
functions.
It functions. A lot of incomplete textures. But did you have fun playing it?
Sure.
All right. Well, there you have it. That's Radical Heights.
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe I'm getting burnt out on Battle Royale games.
That's true, because you are GameSpot's resident Battle Royale expert.
Call me Mr. Battle Royale over here.
Yeah, that's what we call him.
No one calls me that. Please don't call me that. Y'all better not call me that either.
Michael,
no.
Mr. Battle Royale Hyam. That's you. That's your name.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Damn it.
This one I think is a little meatier.
Oh, hey.
This is gonna take us.
Now we got this. So someone in the comment section yesterday said, "This is like twofold." He was on point. Was more Xbox news, and we're like, okay, sure. And more anime news. So we're taking care of both of those today.
You know what, my dude? We got you.
We got
listened.
you, man. We listened, and you have been heard. So we got some Xbox news.
Mm-hmm.
We got a double header.
Yeah, we do. So a bunch of original Xbox games are becoming backwards compatible on the Xbox One this month, and by a bunch we mean a bunch. So during the latest episode of Inside Xbox, Microsoft revealed the next 19 original Xbox games that will be playable on the Xbox One, and they're the first original Xbox games to be added since the initial batch last fall. Mm-hmm. So if you are an OG Xbox kid, get ready.
Yes, they're this month in April there will be 2 phases in which OG Xbox games will whoa. There will be 2 phases in which original Xbox games are going to be back compat on the Xbox One. So on April 17th, let's go back to back on this.
All right.
We got Blinks the Time Sweeper.
Oh,
Finally,
shit.
yes.
Yeah, Breakdown.
Conquer Live and Reloaded.
Which we're looking at right now if you're watching. The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Yep.
Yep. Hunter the Reckoning.
Jade Empire.
Panzer Dragoon Orta.
And SSX 3.
Yeah, those some dope games.
That's
right there.
like a good lineup, actually.
Yeah.
I played a shit ton of Blinks, by the way.
Yeah, Blinks was it a launch game? Oh, but
I don't know.
I can't remember. I was too young back then. But I do remember Blinks on a demo disc that much. I was like, oh, yeah, hey, this is dope. This is the successor to Mario. No, that game did some interesting things. It was cool for what it was. But Panzer Dragoon Orta. Ooh boy, I remember playing that. That's that game is a rail shooter, and I think it holds up. Alessandro actually has a copy at his desk. He's like, oh snap, I could actually put this to use now.
Nice.
Yeah, that was funny.
And then we have, so that was the April 17th rollout. April 26th also has games. And there's one that's gonna get us real excited.
Actually, a handful here. It's April 26th is like Star Wars Day, essentially. So I will run down April 26th original Xbox games that are going to be back compat for the Xbox One. All right. Destroy All Humans, Full Spectrum Warrior,
Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction,
MX Unleashed.
For Europe only, you get Panzer Elite Action Fields of Glory.
Yeah. And we got some Star Wars bangers
Star Wars?
here. All right.
Okay.
Star Wars Battlefront.
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
The good ones. The good ones. My bad. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
Star Wars Jedi Starfighter.
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords.
Woo! Yeah. Woo! And Star Wars Republic Commando.
Oh, dang. Those are okay. Those are very good games that I think still hold up today. Especially Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Yeah. If you haven't played Knights of the Old Republic, what are you doing? Get on it.
Come on, man. Yes. But Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2 is on PC, and it also had a revamp on Steam, which was not too long ago, which was kind of out of the blue, but also very much appreciated, especially for someone like me who loves that game, who loves all things Knights of the Old Republic. But yes, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy is on there, but I don't know if Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast was already back and pat. But anyway. Which is
I bet we have a list on GameSpot.com.
I bet we do. But, yeah, Jedi Knight is dope. Third-person kind of action shooter hybrid. If you're not familiar with the series, dating back to the 90s on PC, the Xbox versions are pretty good. So if you haven't dipped into that, man, a lot of Star Wars stuff and the good Battlefront games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a blast from the past. I don't have time to play any of those games because I got to play new games, but I might make some time for KOTOR too.
Yeah, that's dope. This is really cool to see because for me, Xbox was kind of the original Xbox was my way to get into PC gaming because a lot of the games I wanted to play on the reason why I wanted to get an Xbox as a kid is because they had so many PC ports, and we was too broke to get a PC. I didn't even have internet back then. So then. Yeah, around like 2002, I was like, oh, I want to get an Xbox so I could play like upcoming Tom Clancy games, so I could play Halo, all that other stuff that was essentially not on PS2 or GameCube, those type of games. So, yeah, this is original Xbox is better than you think it was. So
Yeah, it still holds up to this day.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? On that note, we have more Xbox news. But this
Yeah.
is about the Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm. We're
Which-
going to jump a generation ahead.
A handful of Xbox 360 games, including Red Dead Redemption, are getting updates for Xbox One X
Yeah.
and enhancements.
This is pretty dope. So the games that are not just Red Dead Redemption, although it's the most notable one, we will also have Gears of War 2, Portal 2, Darksiders, and Star Wars The The Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what, 5? If I can count correctly.
That you did count that correctly. Matt Paget, who helps us with our notes, gets us going in the morning. He notes that the Darksiders enhancements are cool because THQ Nordic already released a remastered version on Xbox One called the War Mastered Edition.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But so this is just an enhanced version of the original. So I'm interested to see what the differences between those are. But yeah, there'll be all of those games will be running at a higher resolution. And feature other visual improvements when you're on an Xbox One X if you have one of those.
Yeah.
Which is funny because if you were watching live, we had that pre-show of our new GameSpot show Versus where they were arguing Xbox versus PS4, and Lucy was all on the Xbox One X train. That's a sleek box. It really is.
Yeah.
I have one on my desk.
They were talking about which one's more aerodynamic. Oscar was right. PS4, it's got the slant. It's like the PS4.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah.
The 360 though is another story. There's so many great games on the 360, including Red Dead Redemption. And yesterday this footage you're watching right now, I was watching Jake capture this, and I remember as great as Red Dead Redemption was, and like as great as that world is built, it was really fuzzy because it was a late 360 PS3. It was late in the generation, so it was pretty much held back by the hardware.
It came out in what, 2011?
Oh no, it was 2010.
No, it's not that.
Yeah,
it's 2010,
I'm tripping.
not that late. Yeah, mid cycle.
But that game was, it was pretty blurry. I played on PS3 and I was like, oh man, I wish this ran a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I was watching him play the One X version. And wow, it's crisp, yo. Like getting Red Dead Redemption 4K it's real nice. Of course, it's not going to upgrade any textures, character models, lighting, or shadows. But the bump in resolution does make the game like very clear, very much playable. I think more playable in the modern era. That game still holds up. Man,
Yeah.
John Marston's story is something.
And it's perfect timing because you do want to revisit this game before Red Dead 2 comes out, or Redemption 2 comes out, because I don't know. I feel like I like to revisit games before their sequels come out. I don't know if that's just like a me thing. I have a bad memory for stories.
Oh,
I'm like, what happened in that game? I played last week. I don't remember. So
that makes one of us.
I'm
sorry.
I like to replay games because I'm kind of an idiot. Anyway, the updates are done using a method called the Hutchie method. I think that's pronounced Hutchie. It's named after Microsoft engineer Eric Hutchie, who developed it. That's just a fun fact for you. And lead program manager Bill Stillwell says that it leverages the power of Xbox One X to let the Xbox 360 emulator present the very best version of the game possible with the existing assets, all without touching the game code.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool.
Yes.
So it's authentic.
This game is looking real crispy. And with RDR2 coming out in, I don't know if I remember the release date. Is it October this year?
I think
No.
so.
October or November. Shame on us for not remembering one of the biggest release dates of the year.
Listen, I live in the moment.
Yeah, me too. Man, I keep telling my friends, like, I can't think. They trying to plan trips, like, and for the summer, I'm like, yo, I ain't even thinking about, like,
I'm not thinking about next
week.
weekend.
Yeah. Ooh. So,
Anyway.
please excuse us for that, but thankfully, you can dip back into a Red Dead Redemption or play Red Dead Redemption for the first time on the Xbox One X in all of its new glory.
Yeah. Plus some other games.
Oh, yeah. Gears of War 2 is pretty cool.
Gears of War 2 is cool, and
Sight.
Portal 2 is it's fine.
Oh, Portal 2. Well, I mean,
no, it's awesome.
Portal 2 is, I played on PC, so.
I played it on Xbox, so I could dig that up
Yeah.
and play it whenever I want.
Cool. So that's your double header of Xbox news.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, single commenter who wanted more Xbox news.
Hey,
we love you.
We do what we can.
Okay. Now PC news.
Mhm.
Steam privacy changes just killed Steam Spy.
Oh,
This is from PC
no.
Gamer. Steam Spy, if you don't know, well, you know, but if
I
you
do
don't know, gathers public data to estimate the number of games sold on Steam. And Steam just added new options for displaying what games you own, your wish list, your play times, all of that. So you can. It's good for you if you're interested in privacy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but you know tech. I'll let you.
Oh, damn.
I'll let you feel this.
Oh man. Games owned are now hidden by default, which means Steam Spy can't see them. Like you said, fixable if users make their games visible.
Mhm.
So, yes, Steam Spy is really helpful for us, I think, in getting a gauge of what people are playing on Steam.
Totally.
Like curation of data. So, if you're someone who's very concerned about their privacy in all sorts of ways, I guess like you said, this is better for you. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. It sucks for like you said, it's not as fun for us because
I mean, we like data.
we like data,
Give us your data, please.
but data farming and such has been in the news lately.
Oof, to
And-
say the least.
So I think that privacy options for users is a good thing, and it's nice to have. Excuse me, those options.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Well, just be aware.
I like that we're watching a Steam controller.
Yeah. I actually was using a Steam controller not too long ago
Oh yeah.
to play Doom, the new Doom 2016, and
Oh.
man, it's not quite there. I was super sold on. I played Portal 2 actually. Going back to talking about Portal 2, I played that with the Steam controller, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. This makes sense. Of course, there's no real combat in that game, so it wasn't that big a deal. But
Right.
when I'm playing like Doom, super fast paced, like I don't know, I ain't feeling Steam controller, and not many other people have divided feelings about the Steam controller. Why are we talking about the Steam controller?
Because that's what our B-roll was. All right.
Thank you for that.
And then lastly, we got some PS4 related news to round it out.
Mm-hmm.
We don't discriminate around here. God of War lets you turn off most of the HUD.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's what's up.
Yeah. So God of War gives a few options for how much HUD is on the screen. They actually have modes. So immersion mode shows just the minimal, absolute, necessary HUD elements. That's nice.
Cool. Yeah, and you can also individually toggle elements like the compass and health bars. And without the HUD, you'll have to pay more attention to visual and audio cues. And I think I played some God of War myself at an event,
Mm-hmm.
and I very much feel like you can definitely play this game without a HUD, and you're not going to really miss out on much because of like this is playing almost like I'm gonna say it like Dark Souls. Like people have been playing God of War like for a while now because we all get like early copies and stuff. So I'm sure there are people out there who have said that, but it's very much about recognizing enemy attack patterns.
Yeah.
And recognizing when you throw your axe, when it comes back, like not glory. They're not called glory kills, but they're like Doom glory kills.
Mhm.
You'll get the visual cue to do that. So this game is very much built to be able to be played without the HUD.
Yeah, and I like that. I find HUDs distracting in lots of cases. Like I really like that Far Cry adopted the like Skyrim-esque like top bar.
Mm-hmm.
I find that way less obtrusive than a mini map.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big HUD person.
Yeah.
And I used to play a ton of Call of Duty, and when I played multiplayer, I only played hardcore specifically because I didn't want a HUD
Oh damn!
because I got distracted.
Damn, too good.
I really not, but like I think this is cool. I don't
Yeah.
know. I like that, and I like that the game design itself can communicate enough of that to you where you can survive and get along with a minimal HUD. You can also set the HUD to only appear when you tap the touchpad. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like be
So you
like,
can pull it
oh
up-
shit,
Pull
that's your oh shit button.
Yeah, pull it up when you need to, but I don't
Yeah.
really see a case. Well, I mean, there are many cases in which you would need it, but yeah, it's cool to make it super convenient to bounce between the two.
Right. And then part of that story, or this story that we are currently talking about, is also God of War's difficulty levels,
Mm-hmm.
settings.
So let's talk about some of the difficulty settings here. We have give me a story that gives you minimal challenge.
Give me a balanced experience is what Sony recommends.
Yeah, which is what I played it on because I needed that balanced experience.
Mhm.
But if you're a little bit better than me, which you're probably not. No, I'm just kidding. You also have give me a challenge, which is harder and less forgiving.
And then finally, the fourth difficulty setting is give me God of War, which is for people, quote, who wrestle polar bears in their undies.
All right, that's for me.
It's not as dramatic as the Wolfenstein difficulty settings, where it's
Oh, yeah.
literally Blazkowicz like in a like baby outfit.
Yeah, they're like insulting you for playing on easy.
Yeah, I mean, like I like that the easy setting is give me a story, because I think that especially like I don't know if you're interested in the story of this game, like that's a cool option to have.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's some more details about the polar bear undies one.
Mm-hmm.
Kratos is weaker, enemies are stronger. Enemy behavior is as threatening as possible.
Ooh.
And the mode can't even be turned off once you've chosen it.
Damn, you really put yourself in a bind. Imagine playing this game, getting halfway through, and like, okay, that was really hard, and then you get to a point where it's just like impossibly difficult, and it's like, damn, what did I do to myself?
No, I'm stuck.
So you better be prepared for a long-term commitment. No backing out of that one.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, but this game is very challenging, and the combat is very much more nuanced than previous God of War games, because I have played them in the past, and I did play this new one. So there's a lot of features that have been going up on God of War. I know soon we're gonna have our review.
Reviews are coming soon.
Yeah, and we're gonna have some features on God of War. So if you're interested in this game, and during this kind of lull in the year in terms of big game releases, I think this is probably gonna be the focus for a lot of people and PlayStation 4 owners. So this is a pretty big deal. I think that this game is doing something very special. I want to play more of it.
I am so pumped to play this game. I've never played a God of War, but I love Norse mythology specifically. I'm really like not into Greek and Roman mythology, so like God of War just never like super captured me. This, I was like, wait, you're going to like Midgard? Yeah, Vikings, let's go.
Yeah,
so
there's a lot of that.
So I'm all about that. I'm really excited to play, and all the preview coverage I've seen has been really intriguing. So I'm excited to see everybody's reviews coming out soon.
Yeah, because this is a very different direction for God of War. If you're not familiar with the preview coverage that has been out there, and the dynamic between Kratos and Atreus, his son, is going to be it like many people have said already. It alludes to, or it reminds me of The Last of Us, that sort of dynamic, but it does play a lot bigger of a role in the combat. So he has his own separate like skill tree to where you can use him in very different ways as a support character. So they do a lot with very little in God of War, I think. So anything that is weaved into the skill trees and Atreus as a companion they're very fine tuned, in my opinion.
From what you've played.
From what I have played. Now I only played a preview event for about like 3 hours.
3 hours is a good chunk of time for a preview event, though. A lot of times, I don't know. I've played games for preview where I only got to play like 15 to 30 minutes.
Oh, snap, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3 hours is obviously you're not like evaluating the game, but to get a good impression of like, oh, here's what direction this is going in. So that's cool.
So this the new God of War does some things. To say
Put that on the box.
Yeah. Hey, so the little box quote.
Yeah.
GameSpot. God of War does some things. Hey,
you heard it here first.
Don't quote me on that. But yeah, we will have a lot of stuff for that game.
Yep.
Coming very soon. So stick around to GameSpot for that.
Yeah. Anyway, so we did what we set out to do, which means we can talk about anime really fast.
Ooh, we got about four minutes before we got booted. So welcome to Weeboo Wednesdays.
Weeboo Wednesday. So I watched the first episode of the Persona 5 anime last night. It's airing on Saturdays on Crunchyroll and Hulu.
Yeah, 10 o'clock Saturday morning.
Yeah. So if you're interested, the next episode will be up this weekend. But it just covers like the first, I want to say like what amounts to the first hour of the game. And I think it moved really quickly. Yes. It has to. That game is 100 hours long. And the show is, I think they have 12 episodes for it right now. Sometimes they do another 12 episodes for these kinds of things.
I think it's going to do, they're going for 24.
You think they're going to do
2 curs, I think.
2 curs, yeah. Yeah, in anime, instead of like seasons or whatever, they just call it curs, and it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought the animation was smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It looks nice. A lot of stuff moved really quickly, but like in a stylish way.
Yeah.
And like hearing the music from the game, I was like, oh
yes. My God. For me as well, I was just like, yeah, got me in. This Persona 5, the animation got me in my feelings, like real talk. And also there's in the game in Persona 5 there are Persona 4 references, so they laid those on first and foremost. In the first 8 minutes, they're already alluded to, like Goro Kechi is.
I saw Rise.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw Rise.
Yeah, there were little hints, like extra things that aren't in the game. There's like the teacher. What's her name again?
Kawakami.
Yeah, Kawakami. She like something fell out of her bag at the beginning,
which alludes to her social link.
Yeah.
Or confidant. Sorry.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it seemed like definitely more geared towards people who have already played the game rather than like as a substitute for playing the game.
Oh yeah,
is my impression. Yeah. But maybe we'll do something more with that here.
I want to do something more with it because I think there's a lot there for both people who have played the game and who have not.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, there were some Persona 4 references. Rise was on a billboard because she is a very popular idol, more so than she was in Persona 4. And when in the opening scene when the main character is on the train, they're watching, like these 2 girls are watching on their phone. They're watching Goro Kechi, who is the genius detective in Persona 5. They're like, oh, he's the successor to Naoto Shirogane, which is a character when you're homegirls in Persona 4, who was the genius detective there. So like, oh, hey, shouts out to all my homies in Inaba.
Yeah. That was a cool call out. And then I also watched a show from last season that's finished now, but I didn't have a chance to watch it, called How to Keep a Mummy, which is just about a really cute little like tiny mummy. And it's really cute. And like the characters look like not classic anime, but they look like mid-2000s anime characters. Like it's more of an older style, at least to the like people. And so it kind of just reminded me of like maybe something I'd have watched in middle school. And so I was just like, oh, warm and fuzzy, and I had a nice time watching that. And then I went to bed. That's my Weeaboo Wednesday update.
Yeah. Well, real quick, last night I finished My Hero Academia Season 1.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
When did you start it?
I started it last weekend. I started last weekend. Man, I was blazing through that. I really like it. I like it a lot. I'm sure I'm definitely not alone in that. Like across the board, people love My Hero Academia, and
it was our #1 anime of the year last year.
Oh, was it? Yeah, we got some big fans.
Well, season 2 was.
Yeah. I know Tamor, Gage,
Will,
and Eric Tay is also a big
Tay
fan.
reads the manga too.
Oh, snap. Okay. Yeah, I was this is giving me a lot of the vibes that I liked from Naruto, and I know the creator of My Hero Academia said that I drew a lot of influences from the creator of Naruto. And I definitely get those vibes in terms of like the superhero thing. Instead of being ninjas, they're superheroes. But man, every episode there is like, I don't know, Midoriya is always crying and stuff. But it's always like, oh man, it got me in my feelings too, man. I really like it. It's a really feel good show.
Yeah.
So
check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so that's us.
That's our Wednesday show.
Happy Wednesday. Oh, you know what we didn't do today?
Oh, it's Wednesday, my dudes.
Damn it.
Oh well.
Anyway, thank you
to our dudes.
To all of our dudes. So that would be Matt Paget, Tony Wilson, Emily Conti, Chris Pereira, Eric Tay, getting us off the ground here this morning.
Thank you so much to the people we work with, and thank you so much to all of you who chill with us to talk about games and all the hottest gaming news of the day. So, yeah.
And anime.
Yeah, and anime.
Yeah.
So if you want that, stay tuned. If you don't want that, still stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more Radical Heights gameplay here on GameSpot.
Yes. So right after this,
if you're live,
in 1 minute or even sooner, Radical Heights stream here on GameSpot. So stick around.
Have fun. Have a good day.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.